Hello and welcome to the Voiceover Network presents the Voiceover Hour. Can you all hear me? It's always just nice to start off the webinar knowing that everyone can hear me. Yes, good. Wonderful. Well, welcome everybody. As you may hear, I have a little bit of a cold, so you'll just have to bear with me. But I am, yes, my voice is yeah. We're all good. So yes, welcome everybody. Welcome members of the Voiceover Network. Welcome non-members of the Voiceover Network. We have quite a wonderful mix here tonight, and we have people watching and joining us from all around the world, which is very exciting. We also have Roger Woods. Roger Woods, do you want to say hi?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm lovely.
Yeah, he's there. Wonderful. So, loud and clear. Good stuff. Okay, I always love to start our webinars with everybody typing in where they are watching from, and I will try and read them out. They do come in quite quickly, so please do type away, and I will read them out. So we have Dallas, New York, Carlisle, Wimbledon, Florida. We've got New York, Oklahoma, Chingford, New York, England, where's that? Florida, London, Saudi Arabia, very cool, Hampton, Manchester, Essex, Long Island. We've got the East Midlands. We've got Barcelona, beautiful, love Barcelona. We've got Shropshire. We've got, yeah. Is that a place? No. We've got Isle of Bute. Where's Isle of Bute? We've got East London. Have we got any more? I know we've got, I saw that there was someone who registered who is in Greece. Is Greece there? Scotland. We've got Scotland, and we've got London. Wonderful. Well, wherever you are in the world, welcome. Today is a very, very special voiceover hour at Leeds, Alan. Hello, Leeds. A very special voiceover hour. I am Rachael Naylor. I'm the founder of the Voiceover Network, and I'm host of the Voiceover Hour. Just for those of you who are new to the Voiceover Hour, just to explain a little bit about what it's all about. So the Voiceover Network is a membership organisation for the voiceover industry. It's a community of wonderful voiceover artists, agents, producers, casting directors, sound engineers who've all come together, and we all help and support each other. The main thing about the Voiceover Network is that it's about helping, supporting and strengthening the voiceover industry. Now, we are all individual businesses, and that's fantastic, but when you come together as a group, and that's what it's all about, it's about coming together as a group and helping each other, then we are stronger together. So it's really about that. It's about coming together to help each other, to help raise standards in the industry. And a wonderful blog that was written recently by the lovely Issy Adiola, which was titled "A Rising Tide Raises All Boats." So that's oh, where have you gone, Roger? You've disappeared. Did you press something? What did you press? Everybody, you're still with me. Where did everyone go? Roger. So yes. And the Voiceover Network, I started it because I love this industry. I'm very passionate about our industry, but I saw that there was a big void in terms of there was no kind of home and hub for voiceover artists to come and get the right information from the right people, trusted information, and surround themselves with support. So that's why I set up the Voiceover Network. And when you become a member, there are loads of benefits, including the members area of the website. You've got the Facebook group, the Buzz magazine, which is the only magazine in the world dedicated to the voiceover industry, the Voiceover Hour, so you get to watch all the past episodes of the Voiceover Hour as well. You get discounts on our partners' products and services, and loads more on our events and workshops and training and stuff. So there we go. So tonight we have our webinar. Today is about making 2018 your best year in voiceovers ever. And that's why you're all here. And I'm really excited. I've got tons of things to share with you. This webinar has come about lots of members asking me to do a webinar and a workshop about time management and about marketing and about goal setting and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited. I've got loads to share with you. And the wonderful Roger is joining me as well. all the way from Norfolk.
Certainly is. It's a bit chilly here tonight.
You look cold. You look cold, Roger.
I got a nice little puffer jacket on tonight.
There we go. You're all cozied up. And we also have Lisa Fizikara who's joining us as well. Lisa, do you want to say hi?
Yes, hi everyone. Hello.
Hey, Lisa is the events and production coordinator for the Voiceover Network. Wonderful. The hashtag for this webinar, as always, is VON Webinar. So VON Webinar. Please do tweet and Instagram away and tweet any really useful things that you pick up tonight. And I really hope that what I want is for you to go away after this hour and feel inspired and ready for 2018. So with some actionable things that you can take away from this next hour to take you and propel you into next year. And on the 1st of January 2018, I want you to wake up like I woke up on the 1st of January in 2014. Because that was the year that things changed for me. So I just before we get stuck in, and please do ask questions as we go along. We will try and answer all of them, as many of them as we can. I want this to be a really interactive webinar. So what do I need to? That's right. Okay, brilliant. Get on track, Rachel. So joining us, so normally I have there's a guest and we kind of introduce them, so I'm going to introduce Roger Woods tonight. And Roger Woods has been a voiceover artist and broadcaster for over 30 years. Wow. So and he also works in marketing and communications and has been a member of the Voiceover Network since the beginning, pretty much the beginning.
Yeah, almost. Yep.
And you've been to like every single event, I would imagine.
Not quite every single event, but I've been to those that really matter, which is most of them, really.
Yes. So fantastic. Well, yes, great to have you on the Voiceover Hour.
That's all right. We didn't rehearse this, but of course, Rachael Naylor is an experienced voiceover artist, actor, founder of the Voiceover Network, editor of that fantastic Buzz magazine that we receive regularly. It's the only magazine in the world dedicated to the voiceover industry. She is usually the host of the Voiceover Hour and a multi-award-winning entrepreneur, and let's not forget, a mother of two delightful little girls who often pop into the program. Today, it's all about trying to answer the questions that you pose to us about making your career work in 2018. And Rachel and I have got some crypt notes that we've been scribbling down during the course of the day. So hopefully you'll ask some of the questions we've got on our sheets. So let's start then, Rachel.
Can I shoehorn in there just into my introduction, just because I'm very, very excited about this Friday. I'm going to throw this in, but I am up for quite an exciting award, and I just want to share it with everyone because I'm very, very proud that I'm up for Entrepreneur of the Year here in the UK for the National Entrepreneur Awards, which happens on Friday during the day, which is mind-blowing. And if you'd said to me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have thought you were completely mental. I mean, I still do. I'm still kind of a little bit like, what? Who? Oh, me. I'm really, really proud. I'm really excited, and it's because of every single one of the members that I'm able to do the Voiceover Network and help change lives around the world. So yes, I just wanted to throw that in there. The old award on Friday.
I wondered how long it would take.
Well, let's get it in there, over and done with, and then we can move on. But yes, it's a big thing because for me, I am an actor and a voiceover artist and a performer, and so I didn't go to university. I struggled at school. I struggled at school mainly because I've got a very short attention span. Which I guess being an entrepreneur, and it really helps because I'm always looking for the next thing, and I like having multiple things going on, like most of you guys, because you're creatives, right? We're all creatives, but for me, business was always something really scary, and it was constructive. No, you know, tied up. It was my brain's a little bit fuzzy because I've got a bit of a cold.
Restricting.
Restricting, that's it. Restrictive. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. You have to bear with me. Still a bit of Cornwall going on in there. But yes, restrictive. And you know, so I was a performer, and so I think making that jump from being an actor and a performer, and yes, but this is what I want to be creative, and I'm there reading scripts, to actually being a voiceover business, which is the key, and we're going to go into this more over the next hour. Having a voiceover business where you need to be serious about what you're doing, and you need to have your branding and your marketing and your website and all this kind of stuff, build your contacts and all of that. And for me, initially, it was quite scary, but I did throw myself into it, and I learned a lot, and learned actually business and marketing are a lot of fun. So so I'm going to share some more of that with you guys over the next hour. But I just wanted to let you know that I am just like you. I'm a voiceover artist, and I'm a creative, and I love this industry. And so there we go. Wonderful.
And she's a bit of a dynamo to go with that as well, because she has boundless energy. Please ask questions in the chat box at the bottom. We will get to them. What you need to be doing right now is thinking about where you want to be in exactly 365 days from now. Okay? So you need to think about where you want to be this time next year when we repeat this conversation. Let's start at the beginning. One of the things that you bang on about an awful lot is about setting realistic goals.
Yeah, not just realistic ones. No, Roger. I like the unrealistic ones, to be honest. So there are two. So basically, goals are really important, and I know how difficult that word is for so many people, and I know for me, for years, I was like, people kept saying set goals, and I'm like, what do you mean set goals? How do I set goals? I don't know where I want to go. I'm an actor. Isn't that enough? I've said I'm an actor. I want to be successful. Maybe an Oscar one day. And you know, so that's where I was for a long time, and it was very difficult. You know, it can be very difficult to set goals. So this is my tip for you guys on how to set goals. What you want to do is you want to start with your life. Okay, so what you want your life to look like. Not take business, take voiceovers out of the equation slightly, just for a minute, because we're going to bring them back in. But it's about what you want your life to look like. And these goals, this is really important, because this is what gets you out of bed early in the morning, and this is what will make you commit to doing things, okay, in 2018. So what do you want your life to look like, really? So take some time over the next couple of days, a good time, and let this seep in. You don't have to kind of make the decision right away. It's quite good to go for a walk and let that question go through your head. What do you want your life to look like? And by that, I mean specifically, how many kids do you want? What kind of house do you want to live in? How many holidays do you want a year? What car do you want? What, all those things. What are the things that you would like in your life? Okay, it doesn't always have to be materialistic, but materialistic things can be quite a good way to have something specific. And if it is that you've always wanted a specific, you want that house. There's been a house that you've always wanted. You want a 4-bedroom house. You want a certain car. Maybe you just want a car. Maybe you want to just be debt free. That's a great goal to have. What about holidays? You know, thinking about what kind of holidays you've always wanted to go on. How many holidays a year do you want in your life? What do you want? It's not necessarily about what you think you are entitled to. It's about what you want your life, what you would like to see your life look like in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. So that I think is really, really important. And it can be quite hard, because you're like, oh gosh, I don't know what I want. That's okay. But take some time to really think about what you would like your life to look like. And you don't have to share this with anybody. You don't have to tell anybody. But it then helps you with all the other things that we're going to talk about today. And it will help you in setting your goals. Because maybe you've always wanted to live in LA. Or maybe you live in LA and you've always wanted to live in London. I don't know. But it's your life. Okay? So you can decide whatever it is your goals are, but that's a really good way to start with personal, what you want your life to look like. And you can be as detailed as you like. The more detail, the better. And write it down. And so you can do 1 year. A good thing to do is do a 1 year, 5 year, 10 year. But again, it's your life. It's up to you how you want to do it. Maybe you want to do, this time in 3 months. But yes, so that's my kind of tip for starting with your goals.
It's interesting, actually. Oh, yeah. And Drew says that goals have been a block to him.
Okay.
So, can goals actually put obstacles in your way?
Yes, but that's so. I think a lot of people struggle with goals because it's that question that you're asking yourself: what do you really want? And I think a lot of us go through our lives never asking ourselves that. I remember the first time I suddenly sat down and was like, but and as I said, but I'm an actor. I decided I wanted to be an actor. Isn't that good enough? And it was I was working with an acting coach who said, yeah, but what areas of acting? And I went, well, I don't know, like any of them. I was just kind of waiting for the wind to take me, see where. And I think that's the problem where people just wait for the chips to fall to think, okay, well, life is going to point me in a direction, but it won't. And you'll end up just kind of floating through life. There are lots of lovely analogies, but it's just like, when you're going on holiday, you would never just go to the airport and just get on a random plane without knowing what the destination is. And that's life. Or you wouldn't get in a boat. If you got on a boat and you just set sail and you just kind of went randomly sort of that direction, but you didn't really know, you'd probably go aground and you'd probably never get there, wherever it was. So you need to set a goal to help yourself to get up in the morning, because if it is that you've always wanted to go to Disneyland with the family, that's something that you've always thought you'd love to do, but you've never thought was achievable. Okay, then you write that down. You go, right, I want to go to Disneyland in a year's time, maybe in a year and a half, right? If you want to kind of, and I'm going to take the whole family. We're going to go first class, right? That way, then you can work back from that. So you can say, right, that is something in my life that I would love and would be a big game changer if I could take my family to Disneyland. And maybe it's not Disneyland, maybe it's something else, but this is just an example. So Disneyland, 2019, and I'm going to take the whole family and we're going to go first class. Okay, then you can then think, right, wow, that would be amazing. So how much is that going to cost? How much would that cost? Okay, so then you can go and find out how much that's going to cost you. That's going to cost a lot. But then you can start to work backwards from that and think, okay, how do I make that happen? Would I be willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day to make that happen? Does that put fire in my belly to pick up that phone and make those phone calls? Is that going to make me commit to my planning, to all the things that are going to make things happen in my life? And it really, I think it's a real game changer. And I think it really helps to put the fire in your belly. If you can think about those, if you are a car person and you really want a certain car, or, then have that picture of that car, and that can help inspire you. But let yourself dream as well, too. Let yourself dream big. I'm a big believer in dreaming big. I honestly, what I'm doing with the Voiceover Network would never be here if I didn't let myself dream big. And the successful people are the ones who dream big and they let themselves believe that it's possible. So I know it's pretty. I've started pretty full on, bam, right in there, but I hope that helps with the goal setting. Exactly what kind of job. Brilliant. So fab. So personal life, and then once you've got you've kind of worked out what you would like your personal life to look like, then you can move on to your voiceover career. because that's what, that's we're all here as voiceover artists. Now, I know that there's probably going to be quite a mix who are watching today. So some of you guys are going to be right at the beginning of your journey as a voiceover artist, and some of you, like Roger, have been doing it for 30 years, and you're incredibly experienced voiceover artists, and some of you are in the middle. So it's your life in terms of setting goals. But I, again, believe in thinking big, because if you could have the ultimate job right now, so if I say to you, what would be your ultimate voiceover job? If you could do any voiceover job in the world, what would it be? Okay, so write it down. It's yours. It's yours. That's the one that you just thought of, and that's yours. Okay, write it down. The big one that makes your palms go sweaty and you feel a bit sick, and you're like, oh God, wow! If I really got to work with Steven Spielberg. But if it is Steven Spielberg, there we go. Triple A game. Totally true. You're there. I can see it. But once you have that thought and you allow yourself that dream, it's a nice feeling. So, Disney character, it's too exciting, says Caroline. Brilliant. So yes, so that job that just came into your head, write it down, and if nothing came into your head, that's okay too, because it might come to you later. It might come to you in your dreams, or tomorrow morning, or when you're taking the dog for a walk or something. You may suddenly think, you know what, I would really, really like to be this. And it's the big ones. That's the fun ones that you want. And the thing about goals is that you can set them, and it puts you on a setting, just like a boat. That can change. So when you set a goal, it's not set in stone. Nobody's going to come by and say, oh, you didn't achieve that, and you're changing your mind too often, because it's your life. So set that. Wait a minute, what's that? Ben McCauley says, I have a picture of my goals on the side of my booth. Quick glance helps refocus on the goals. I'm currently looking at what's he currently looking at? The Statue of Liberty. Oh, nice, Ben. Oh, I like that. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to come on to, in fact, yes, that's my next thing on my little list. Because I was going to say do the 1, 5, 10 year goals. And with your voiceover business, you want to, obviously, do you have an agent? Do you want an agent? Where do you want your agents? Do you want them in LA, New York, London? All of them, all of the above. What are your dreams? Is it to be doing video games? Is it to be doing commercials? Is it to be doing radio dramas? Is it audiobooks? Whatever it is, it's your life, and you get to set, those goals. So have fun and enjoy setting the goals, and don't feel too much pressure. It's okay. Just write down what you would like. And again, you can change that. And then the dream board, which is what Ben was talking about, which is like, I'm not going to show you all of mine, but you can see that's part of mine. There's a heart on mine. So I've got some nice pictures of things that I would like to happen in my life. And the good thing about what is a dream board? Some of you may be asking. A dream board is it's like a pin board. You can do it any way you like, of pictures of things that either inspire you or things that you would like in your life, or goals. So it may be a car, it may be a certain house. Yes, I have a specific house on mine, which is a very special one. I'm not going to share with you all, but it's quite a famous one. There's something near that one day. Yeah, so things, maybe little sayings. I've got one up here, grab the moment. Yeah, so, and you can kind of it's really nice to sit down with some magazines and just have some fun, pick out things that inspire you and that you would like to see or have in your life. And I tell you, it is incredibly powerful, a dream board. It's so powerful. I remember when I first did my first dream board, 2 of the pictures I had in my life within a couple of months. And it's just having them there that you look at every day. Drew's got never give up on mine. Oh, wonderful, Drew. That's a good one. Oh, Susan, you're on mine. Oh, Susan, that's very sweet. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yay, I can't wait till we get to meet Susan. Soon. But yes, so dream boards. Do you have a dream board, Roger?
I have one in my head,
Okay.
which I constantly refer to.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything in the studio. I suppose the only thing dreamy in the studio is the Voiceover Network merchandise hanging behind
Oh
me.
yeah, we like that. We like that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, I sort of set goals and I work towards them, and as I tick them off, I just sort of just reset, add
Yep.
something else in, and carry on, and it does work. And
Yep.
because they're in my head, and I refer to them quite often, they're with me all the time. So if I am out walking the dog, or if I am, driving somewhere, you can just sort of check in with them every now and then and just see where you are, put a score against it. Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, different people are different, and again, some of the stuff I'm going to say tonight is going to resonate with you, and some of it isn't, and that's okay because not everything is for everybody. So yeah, some people are very visual. I'm a very visual person. I like to see pictures. I've got some writing stuff, but pictures for me are what inspire me. But some people are much more, about kind of things written. And then some people just want to have it in their head. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Wonderful. Fantastic. So the dream boards, write them down. And then the other thing to do as well, which maybe is something to do before you even do your goals. If you're really struggling with your goals, write down your achievements. Write down what you've done that you're proud of to this point, which then will give you a little bit of a confidence boost. Because I think as well, setting goals can be a confidence thing. Who said I was allowed to think that I was entitled to have a life like this? There are lots of things that happen in all of our lives that that stop us from dreaming big and things that people say and all that kind of stuff. So a good thing to do is just to sit down and write down all your achievements up till now. What are you really proud of? What have you done in your life that that you're really proud of? And especially in the last year, you write down all the great voiceover jobs you've done. You signed with an agent, you did this, that, and the other. And by writing it down, again, this is just for you, not to share. You don't have to share with somebody else. You can share with other people if you want. But it's a great way to check in and go, you know what? Wow. When you start seeing the things, add up, even if it was, taking around some food to the next door neighbor or, checking in on a friend or giving some information out or whatever it is, those are your achievements. And they're really good to do. It's a really good tip for if you're going into an important meeting with anybody ever, or you're going to a networking event. It's a really good thing to do just before you arrive. Just write down all the things that you're really proud of, because what it'll do is it'll just lift you and go, yeah. And then you've got them fresh in your mind to give you a confidence boost before you go into that meeting and nail that casting or get that agent or meet that super, incredible, influential person who's going to change your life at a networking event. So there we go. Powerful stuff, hey? Wonderful. So, okay, there's some people are putting their goals. One goal to master 3 more accents well enough that I can slide into and out of them as easily as my Aussie one. That's from Leslie. Oh, nice. That is a really great goal. We have Ron Morley's a good one for that. She's great. She's going to be doing lots of stuff for us next year. She's a fantastic vocal coach that does loads of accent stuff. So Drew is one of my audiobooks was number 3 this year at the Audible bestsellers list. Wow, that's awesome, Drew. Amazing, well done. That's really, really cool. What's Margaret's put, Rachel, you're so nice. Once you have a bit of confidence, setting goals becomes a lot easier. Yeah, definitely. So, and then also with setting goals, I mean, I think you'll agree with me, Roger, that you want to focus on, I often say 2 or 3 areas of voiceover that you want to really focus on, because, the voiceover world is massive, and there are tons of different areas of voiceovers. And if you want to be good at everything, yes, of course. But if you spread yourself too thin, you'll never have the success that you would have if you focused. And focusing is really, really key to success and to making 2018 amazing, is to focus. And so wouldn't you say choose 3 areas?
Yeah, I'd go for 3 areas that you are competent enough to be able to deliver time and time again. If other opportunities present themselves, by all means, go off and explore them, and then maybe you can just sort of take a bit of a rain check review. If you quite enjoy doing something, excuse me, slightly off the ball, and it sort of fits in with your game plan, build that into the business as well. But 3 is more than enough to be starting with.
And I love that, Roger. You're the kind of you're much more sensible than me, in terms of your kind of like things that you're good at. Whereas, so why don't we'll share this? I would say choose 1 that you know that you're good at, or 2, and then choose 1 that you absolutely love. Okay, so whatever it is, whichever area of the industry, even if you've never done it before, but if it's what fires you up and puts fire in your belly, that's the one that should be in that list, because it's so much easier to sell something that you love than sell something that you're good at.
Yes.
So,
but you've also got to take the risk, though. You've also got to take the risk, and you've got to sit outside of your comfort zone and do something occasionally that frightens you or puts the fear of God up you, because otherwise you haven't got anything to check against.
Yep.
That makes any sense at all? So do the thing you really, really love, and go for it. Have a couple of other strings to the bow, and then occasionally just throw yourself in with the sharks.
Yeah, definitely. So fantastic. Okay, gosh, time is flying. I'm enjoying myself too much. Okay, so there's the next kind of point. So the main one is goals for 2018. Now the second thing that really makes a massive difference and is going to make a massive difference to 2018 for you all is, and it's a bit of a boring word, but it's a really important one: planning.
Yeah.
Planning. And it's so key to plan your time. Now, and people say this to me so often, how do you do it? How can you run the Voiceover Network, which includes the Buzz magazine, the Voiceover Hour, all the events, the workshops, all of that, and be a voiceover artist, and have 2 small children? One is 6, Lily's 6, and Scarlett is 2. So I have to say, my first response is always because I love what I do. So that's the first one, and I love every single one of my jobs. So that really helps. But the other thing is planning. Planning is so important to make your time work. And when you have, and actually, the less time you have, the more specific and planning you have to do to then get the most out of your time. And so everybody has the same amount of hours in the day, but obviously when you're a mum and you have kids and all of that to juggle, that kind of adds a whole other element. But everybody is busy, everybody has a lot going on in their world, so the key is to plan your time effectively. Now, obviously, being voiceover artists, this can be troublesome because we never know what's coming in from day to day, from hour to hour. And the voiceover industry, God, is getting more and more, isn't it? I get jobs and it's like, oh, can you do it yesterday? You're like, sorry, what? Oh no, can you do it now? But you are expected as voiceover artists more and more to be available now. Drop everything, do the job right now. And it does bug me. I do talk to producers and casting directors, and I'm like, why can't you plan the voiceover artist, right at the beginning of the project? No, we have to do it on the last day when we need it on a Friday afternoon, and everyone's gone home. So anyway, going back to the planning. So obviously, you never know what's coming in, but I recommend spending on a Sunday night, sitting down for an hour and working on your voiceover business, because it is a business. And this is what I do. And this is what I started doing beginning 2014. I would sit down every Sunday night for an hour and write a list of all the important things that need to happen next week. So, for instance, they would be contact existing clients, find 20 new clients, social media would be on there, marketing, work on website, work on new voice reels, PR, go through my inbox and clear stuff out, tidy my office, whatever it is. Obviously, you know your business and what you want to happen. And the more you start doing this, the more you get into the kind of, okay, this is what I really need to do next week. And then put a time by each one. So whether it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, accounts should be in there as well. That's always ends up being on a Friday afternoon for me. No. And put a time by each one, so a number, so 1 hour, 2 hours. Now, I'm saying all this is this is not like set in stone. But then what you want to do with your week, you want to go through your week and you schedule in every single hour of the week. And you do this on a Sunday, okay? The reason you do it on a Sunday is because then on a Monday morning when you wake up, you're ready to go. If you on a Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock, you've got a voiceover job, fine, you do the voiceover job. But if you don't have a voiceover job at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, you can look at your schedule and it says PR. So you're going to do your PR. You're much more likely to do those things. Now, as I said, obviously, if you've got a really busy voiceover week, you don't get to do any of them. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. But then you can just do it again next week and the next week and the next week. And then you get into a habit of being productive, because it's really, really easy if you just let your time think, okay, I'll do some stuff on Tuesday, but then you just end up spending the whole time messing about on social media, looking at cat videos. I know, we all do it. No, it just means that you are much more structured with your time. So that's my little tip for planning your time on a Sunday night. Plan your week, plan in all the things that you want to happen. Roger's got some gold to say.
I was just going to say, because when Rachel and I spoke earlier in the day about this, I sat down at my desk and wrote, keep it simple, stupid, which is the acronym for KISS. But I wrote also, get this list, you are the talent, the voiceover talent. You're the recording engineer. You're the editor, the producer, the quality controller, the administrator, the accountant, the marketeer for web, social media, and traditional methods of putting stuff in the post. You are a salesperson. You are an effective communicator. You are your own cleaner, your tea boy, and occasionally you're a party goer and organizer. And that is what we all do during the course of a week. So planning is absolutely 100% essential.
Yeah, nice list. I like that list, Roger. That's totally true. We got all those things, and then we're going into the booth and recording as well. So actually, the voiceover stuff is it's a really small part of our day. It's all the other stuff getting you into the booth to do the recording, which is so important and is absolutely key to being a successful voiceover artist. Gone are the days when we just used to, float around and wait for our agents to call. And actually, it's really exciting to feel like we don't have to rely on somebody else anymore. You take control of your career, of your business. This is your business, and you can point it in the direction you want, as opposed to letting somebody else kind of push you around. So, which is really nice.
I should really add entrepreneur, business owner to that list, because we're all entrepreneurs. Some of the questions coming through have sort of moved on to actually the practicalities of running a business. I've seen a couple go through about, I have absolutely no tech sense whatsoever. a few other bits and pieces. But interesting enough, the forum themselves are starting to talk about that, and I think that's very key within the voiceover network circle to be able to share the experiences and get knowledge from other people. So you know, sometime in your planning, you might have a line that says, "Talk to Roger," or "Talk to Rick," or "Talk to somebody about so and so."
Definitely. And yeah, so in terms of your planning your week, but what you should be doing is planning your year and planning what are the things, so it goes hand in hand with goals and planning. You know, what do you want to do and what do you want to achieve next year, and what training is going to help you get there, because training is so important and we all need to train. I train, Dave Fenoy trains, we all train, you know, top athletes train, entrepreneurs train, voiceover artists train. So wherever you are in your, you know, wherever you fit in the spectrum, you should be continuing to learn, which I know you guys are, because you're in the right mindset, because you're here today watching this. So you're ready. But so what you want to do with next year is really think about, when you're thinking about your goals, think about what kind of training you need to achieve those goals, and what kind of things you would like to do, what kind of events you want to go to. There is a lot happening in the voiceover world right now. The Voiceover Network, have some incredibly exciting things happening next year. I know we haven't published our list of events just yet, so please hold fire. They will be coming out very soon. I'm just waiting to hear on some stuff for Get Your Game On. But we are, and those who aren't based in the UK, please don't worry. There is lots of things happening outside of the UK, and lots of online things coming your way as well. So we have lots of online courses. Of course, we have the webinar and the Buzz magazine, which goes global anyway. So really, really excited about next year. But yeah, just when you are looking at where to spend your money next year, there are a few great blogs out there. And a lot of people talking about it at the moment, and we've got a great article in the Buzz magazine. Lots of people talking about the fact that the industry is growing really fast right now. Lots and lots of people coming into the industry, and there are now lots of people teaching as well. And there are lots of courses and lots of coaches who are sort of setting up and saying that they're a coach. Now, I just wanted to put a quick little bit of warning out there, that just really be careful about where you spend your money, and which coaches you go to. I'm not going to put a dampener on things, and you know, I'm so excited about the industry, and there are so many amazing people in the industry. So here at the Voiceover Network, we're always, you know, I'm always around, and everybody in our Facebook group is always around to kind of recommend people. But just be careful about spending money on things that you don't know what they are. Would you agree, Roger?
I think what you have to do is you have to, as a part of your plan and your laying out your business for the year, is you have to decide what continuous professional development you need to move your business on. You then have to really analyze where you want to go for it, where you want to spend your buck, and choose the right people. I mean, you know, the Voiceover Network have a raft of people across the globe who are contributing to everyone's professional development, whether you choose to participate or not. But just sometimes some people aren't the people they say they are when it comes to training, and you know, some people get really badly burned by going to the wrong people. There are a few people in the industry who are like that, but you just have to have that as a sixth sense when you're choosing where you want to go, because if it is your life goal to be the best voiceover artist in the world, you want the best people supporting you. And
I'm always here if anybody wants advice about, you know, if you do, you know, or you know, in the Facebook group, but ask around as well. I just be careful about spending money on things where people are promising you the world without telling you what that is. And I think that there are some.
It comes down to doing your research, right?
It's down to doing your research, and make sure that you're spending money with people that you trust, and get advice from other people. And even if, Johnny Heller was talking about it at the weekend, he was saying that even if a voiceover coach says that they are, the bee's knees, and they're the casting director and they've cast all these things, or they're the big potato voiceover artist, just do your research. Don't just always go with what they say. And I say that, with anybody who's involved with the Voiceover Network, I research all our teachers, and we only have teachers who come to the Voiceover Network who are the best. So there we go. I just want to throw that one.
If you want to be mercenary about it, you have to weigh up how much you've spent against quickly you can recoup that expenditure in your business.
Yeah.
My own experience for Yo Atlanta last year, huge expense, recouped within 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Less than 6 weeks. And hopefully
Gerald works so hard. He does an amazing job with VO Atlanta. I'm a big fan of Gerald and what he does, and the speakers that he gets. The caliber of the speakers that Gerald gets at VO Atlanta is phenomenal. And I know it's not the cheapest event. The cheap is not always good, and you get what you pay for. So sometimes paying more for things, you actually get more out of it. If you go to something and just because it's cheap, you're less likely to get a lot out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I think actually in some of the notes I wrote, about recouping obviously the cost, it's also about the energy that you get from the course itself. Yes. How long does that last? Does it, if it lasts more than 48 hours or even a week or a fortnight or, 6 months, you're getting great bang for your buck.
Yeah.
If you are on the train home thinking, and what was that guy saying? You've lost the moment. You're not going to recoup again. And also, it's about resources. Where do you pull the backup resources to support what you've just been to? Because they all help to build you as a really strong voiceover artist.
Definitely. I'm going to throw in something else that's been a big game changer for me in my life, and I started doing it at the beginning of 2014. So just a quick bit of background for you guys. It was 2013, April 2013. I went to a business event that was on just down the road from me. It was one of the kind of serendipitous moments where I was looking for a business coach. I got an email from a company. There was a Richmond Business Expo, which was on at Twickenham Stadium, which is just very close to me. My little girl Lily was going to the childminder on that day, and so I just thought, right, I'm going to go along. And I felt really uncomfortable at going because I was like, oh, it's all business people. And I just felt like I needed to go. And it was there that I went along to one of the talks, and Nigel Botterill bounded out on stage. And Nigel Botterill has been a massive inspiration to me. He runs the Entrepreneurs Circle, which was an organisation that I joined straight away at that event. And literally 2 months later was when the kind of infancy of the Voiceover Network started. But one of the big things that Nigel, I've learned a huge amount from Nigel, but one of the big things that he pushes, he promotes, encourages, which took me a while to get my head around, but I can tell you this is a game changer, is you need to spend 90 minutes every day working on your business, not in it. Now, I know some of you who've been to any of my talks, you may have heard me say this before. It is a game changer. Now, I know that you're going, 90 minutes every day? What does she even mean? How am I going to find 90 minutes? And what am I going to do in that 90 minutes? So to start with, it can be a bit like, what? The key to this 90 minutes is that it needs to be 90 minutes in one block, and it needs to be quiet, and you need to turn your phone off, turn your emails off, turn the Twitter, turn everything off close everything down and have 90 minutes where you get to spend time working on your business, not in it. When I say on it, so what you do in that 90 minutes is you do things like planning, you do strategizing, you do the stuff that's going to get you from here to here in your career, in your life. Maybe you spend that 90 minutes writing marketing or putting together a marketing plan, putting together a PR plan. Maybe it's working on your social media strategy. These are the things that you need to be spending time on. And it was when I got to the end of 2013 and I was starting to do lots of kind of businessy things and marketing and learning lots. But I was like, I want to be like those successful people over there. What is it that they're doing? And I spoke to lots of entrepreneurs and I asked them all. And all the ones that were successful were spending 90 minutes working on their business, not in it, every day. So that got me thinking, okay, so end of 2013, I was like, wow, this is crazy. I've got a child. Lily was 2 at that point, 2.5. She was young, and I mean, I barely had. I think I had like two. I was doing, I don't know, like 10 hours a week work. You know, so to come up with 90 minutes, it was just bonkers. So I decided to get up at 5 o'clock every morning.
Good time of the day.
I know lots of you have heard me talking about this before. 5 o'clock every morning. Now, some of you are going to be going, whoa, there is no way in the world I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just crazy. But if you have done your goals and you have figured out that that big goal that you want, that's the one you really want, and you really want it, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, is it really that difficult? If you start to move your business towards that, if you could have that holiday, that family holiday to Disneyland, if you could make that happen, and all it would be getting up at 5 a.m. every morning, maybe it's worth it. I'm going to, now, to begin with, it was really tough. And I know that some of you are going to be like, there's no way, or that's fine. And maybe it's that you're a night person, but I can't stress enough, 90 minutes working on your business, not in it, is so powerful. I started doing it on it wasn't the 1st, I think it was the 2nd of January 2014, and it completely changed my life. It made me much more focused. It made me, I you can just do stuff. You prepare, because what you're being proactive instead of reactive. As soon as you start opening emails and answering the phone and putting mum hat on and dealing with all the school run madness, my focus is scattered. But when I wake up, I can go straight into, right, this is what needs to happen, and my brain is there. And it does take a little bit of training to begin with. But again, if you've got those goals there, you won't even need an alarm clock. You go to bed that night, you think, right, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get myself that little step closer to making my big dream happen. Whether it is Drew, that AAA video game, or whether it is, I can't remember who it was who said they wanted to be a Disney character. Isn't it worth it? That just getting up early and making it happen. And the other really powerful thing about it, is that getting up at 5 a.m. is, I use the analogy that it's like running in the rain. Okay? So running in the rain. When it's raining, nobody goes running, right? And when you go for a run in the rain, those of you that are runners, it's amazing. Okay, I recommend it. But I know 5 a.m. and running in the rain, is this lady bonkers or what? She's pushing me now. But no, you don't have to go running in the rain. But basically, what happens when you go for a run in the rain is that nobody else is doing it. It's actually really invigorating because you're hot, because you're running, and it's cool. But it's wonderful feeling because nobody else is doing it, and you know that people are looking at you going, she's crazy. You get home and you feel like you can conquer the world because you have gone against the elements. You've gone against the norm. and it's really powerful. And it's the same thing with getting up at 5 a.m. I know some of you, again, you're still not with me, which is fine. But those of you that are, 5 a.m., people think you're nuts. People think you're bonkers. And that's wonderful, because you're like, yeah, I am going against the norm. Normally people sleep in until 7, 8 o'clock and climb out of bed and grumble. But if you get up at 5 a.m. and you go, this is me taking control of my life, and this is how I'm going to make 2018 my best year ever, that's going to be worth it, right? This time next year, when the bucks are rolling in and you're driving the Jag, I don't know. She's gone too far. Rein me in, Roger.
We've got the biggest parking space for you at the next one. Caroline's got a great scenario. She'd rather get up at 5 o'clock and play Xbox, but then I see some great photographs on her Facebook page from her walking on the West Norfolk beaches, sort of hopefully concentrating on her business plan for the business. I know the time is 6 o'clock, and
oh gosh, oh my God, how's that happened?
However, the one thing we haven't mentioned about the business is about our voice being our brand.
Yes.
Yeah, our voice is our brand, and we've got to protect our voice. We've got to protect our brand. And I wrote a couple of notes down here. Are you happy with your sound? Are you good at consistently producing great audio that always sounds like you? And is the gear you've got what you need? I noticed a couple of questions saying that the early stages of voiceover, what should I have in a studio? But they're all elements as well to think about in setting your plan for the year, because without your voice being super duper healthy, and yours isn't, Rachel, and mine is a little at the moment, you haven't got a business.
Yeah, definitely. It's really important to look after your voice and to be fit, and to think about what you eat, being healthy. All those kind of things are massively important. There's another really big key to success and making 2018 your best year ever is thinking about who you hang around with. I can't tell you how important it is. We all feed off energy. So who we surround ourselves with, we absorb their energy. So when I say to you, those really inspiring, wonderful, positive people that you know in your life, and you go and see them, and you come away from seeing them, and you feel like you can conquer the world, and you can do anything, and they've said yes to you, right? They're the ones you want to spend more time with next year. Now, I know we all have people in our lives. Some of them we can't get rid of. But who can be really negative, and everything's a real disaster, and everything's really hard, and oh no, but it'll never work, and no, what? I mean, you say you want to do something. I'm going to be in a Disney film one day. Oh no, don't be silly. You need to go and get a job. Those kind of people that. So you just need to spend less time with them. There are going to be people in your life that you are going to need to move away from. It can be quite hard, but it's so important to surround yourself with positive, inspiring people who believe in you. So make sure that you're with people who believe in you. And I think that's a big thing with the success of so many of the members of the Voiceover Network. I mean, the success I've seen in very short periods of time from people who have just started their career, who've come into the Voiceover Network and have absolutely smashed it in a year. I mean, there's a few I can name. I'm not going to name them because I don't. Anyway. But I mean, yeah, Ali Murphy's one. I am going to name them. She's fabulous, and she's just gone. And there are lots, and even experienced voiceover artists who've come into the Voiceover Network, and their careers have gone bonkers. I'm going to name another, Diane Perry, who is one of the most experienced voiceover artists in our industry. She's amazing, but joining the Voiceover Network for her was life-changing. It's about surrounding yourself with people who support and help you, and who are going to help you achieve what you want. So no matter where you are in the industry, whether you are a beginner or whether you're experienced, make sure you're surrounding yourself with wonderful, supportive, positive people who believe in you.
But also, groups like the Voiceover Network connect you with other people who are doing what you do, so you are not alone.
Yes.
And that was the significant eye-opener for me. 3 years ago, I met Rachel in a little bar at the Warner Brothers studio.
Yes.
You know, look what can be done. I mean, incredible. You know, I was sort of on my own with a microphone and a PC or Mac or whatever it was, doing what I was doing, and now look at what we're all doing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is.
Yay! Lots of lovely comments coming in. Juliet Gray, I know she's put, is anyone here in Los Angeles? I know, Juliet, you are in LA. We've got quite a few members in LA. I am going to share a little gem with you. Lots is happening next year. There may well be something happening in LA. So don't you worry, Juliet. You are on my radar, and I love LA. I spent some time in LA this year and last year, and I love it. So I will be coming back. I'll let you know as soon as the dates are finalised, but we are going to do something in LA next year. Whoop, whoop, yay! And lots of other places around the world. So yes, so it's very exciting. And Drew wants to come to LA. Come, it's great. I went surfing, it was really fun. Anyway, wonderful. So that's that. 90 minutes. Habits are important. And marketing, but we have run out of time to talk about marketing. I love marketing. I know a lot of people find marketing quite scary and can be a little bit stressful and not knowing where to begin. So as we've run out of time, and actually as I already had this on the agenda to tell you guys at the end of this webinar, because I love marketing, and lots of you guys have been asking me to do a marketing workshop. Who would be interested in coming to a marketing online workshop with me? Say me. Oh, look, there's people, they want it. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, so it's happening. There we go. On the 8th of January, I'm going to do a 3-hour online workshop about marketing. So it'll be part 1, and then from there we'll move on to doing kind of intermediate and advanced. But we're going to just do, this is going to be I've got so much to share with you guys about marketing, and I love marketing, and I want you to all love marketing too, because it's exciting and it's fun and it's the best way to get work. Don't just leave it in the hands of agents or pay to plays. You want to take control of your business and your career. So Lisa, are you there?
I'm here. Yes.
Shall I read what I was going to? So I think we can release the details about it. So it's on the 8th of January. We've got limited places available. You guys are getting first dibs, and then I'm going to open it up to other people, possibly tomorrow or Friday. So yes, and everybody on this webinar is going to get a member's price. So the full price is going to be £59, but members' price is £39. And it's a 3-hour online workshop on the 8th of January at 5 o'clock UK time, which is 12 o'clock EST, and it's 9 a.m. PST. So LA time, it's 9 a.m. New York time, it's 12 o'clock, and London time, it's 5 p.m. It's going to be a 3-hour online workshop with me talking about marketing. I'm going to go through, I've got so much to share, I'm really excited. You've got your website, your reels, your branding, so how do you market yourself? Absolutely key. I'm going to share tried and tested strategies to propel your voiceover business and make 2018 your best year ever. So being a successful voiceover artist takes more than just recording in the booth. You have to have a website. You need to build your marketing presence and get the right clients. So that's absolutely key. Oh yes, US dollar amount.
Shall I put the link in?
Please do put the link in. As I said, there's a limited amount of places, so please do get yourself booked. I'll be releasing it if there are any places left to the members of the Voiceover Network and non-members tomorrow and Friday. So please do get yourself booked on. There's the PayPal button. It's £39. I should have done a dollar one. Sorry for US people. It's going to be about $52. Yeah, the conversion will happen. Sorry, I need to do that more. Have the because I know we've got lots of US members, and wherever else you are in the world. I know we've got someone from Saudi Arabia. You are welcome as well to come and join us. I would love that. Wherever you are in the world, it's great fun to come and join us on our online workshops. I'm going to talk about how much you should spend, how to work out how much you should spend, who you should contact, how to manage your time, and how to have fun and enjoy marketing your voiceover business. So there we go. Really, really exciting. And it's going to be the start of 2018, so on the 8th, and it's the day before my birthday. So just putting that in there, just in case anyone was interested. Wonderful. Thanks for another wonderful. Well, thank you, everybody. Any questions? Oh gosh, we've run way over. Anybody got any questions? Roger, have I missed questions?
No, there's quite a lot of excitement around the webinar.
The workshop. Wonderful.
And no, hitting all the right notes from the looks of it.
Excellent. Oh, Adam's going to send me some limoncello, are you? For my birthday. Oh, everyone is. Yes, limoncello's on me. Wonderful. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, every single Voiceover Network event, we always have limoncello. It's kind of a tradition. It's a little yellow lemony drink, and it's delicious. So yes, fantastic. Is there a code for that? So just use the PayPal link, and it will be up on the website tomorrow and Friday. But at the moment, I'm opening up to you guys first, so you get first dibs on this. As I said, they're limited spaces, and it's just £39 for everyone. Other thing to say just before we clock off is that if you are not a member of the Voiceover Network and you would like to join, please email me or Lisa, and we will send you a coupon code to get you signed up and come and join the Voiceover Network. We have a huge amount of amazing things happening in 2018 and for the rest of the month, in fact. You not only get access to our Facebook group, to the resources in the members area of the website, you get a profile page as well. I know that we had a casting director yesterday using that to cast something. So yes, so that happens. And you also get access to all the past webinars. So you can go in and watch hundreds of hours worth of webinars about agents, about casting directors, about video games, about ones from Disney casting directors. So there's tons to get stuck in, and of course you get the Buzz magazine as well. So and the discounts, and yeah, there's tons
Christmas
and tons.
Party on Friday night.
Oh yes, good call. Thank you, Roger. If you're in London or can get to London on Friday and you haven't got your ticket to our Christmas party, which is happening on Friday night, which is the Wild Wild West themed Christmas party, which is going to be epic. Book your ticket now. Lisa will put the link in. I will do some Facebook Lives for members who can't make it, who are based in places like Florida, Susan, and LA, Juliet. So, but if you can get to London and you would like to come, please get your ticket. They're about to sell out, and it's going to be an amazing night. We've got a casino. There's going to be loads of food, so your ticket includes tons of food. You will get drinks. You will get entertainment. Lots of people are going to be dressing up. It's up to you if you want to dress up, and we're going to be raising money for the amazing charity Save the Children. So there's going to be a raffle as well, and there's going to be lots of fun happening. So please do. Have we put the link in? Lisa, can you pop the link in so that everyone can? Who hasn't bought a ticket, please book your ticket now before they are all gone. And we've got, I know we've got lots of lovely casting directors and agents coming down. So people like Mark Esdale and Andrew Mark Sewell and all of that lot are coming down. which is really exciting. So, and you get to hang out with them and have a drink, and there will be limoncello, I can guarantee it. So wonderful. Right, we are 15 minutes over. Thank you everybody for joining me. I'm sorry we've run over. I hope that you are inspired and you have lots to think about, to take away and make 2018 your best year ever. I'm so excited, and I really want you guys to have an amazing 2018. Come and get involved with the Voiceover Network if you're not already. Those in the Voiceover Network, let's all help inspire each other, and feel free to come into the Facebook group and put down, if you want to write down any of your goals or you want to kind of get any help and support, please go for it. The Facebook group is the friendliest Facebook group ever, and wonderful. And I will be releasing details of our events in 2018 soon. I know there's a bit of confusion about I'll Get Your Game On in April. It's not going to be in April, it's going to be in June, but we have other things happening. But yes, so I will release details of all our events very soon. Right, I need to go and rest my voice now, I think. What do you reckon?
I think you should. Yeah, have a limoncello.
Lisa, have you put in the Christmas party, link to the Christmas party? I think that's in there. Is that in there? Yes,
it was there. Yep, put it in.
Wonderful. And maybe a last link. Oh my God, Get Your Game On will be so good. Dave Jones says it will. It will. Lorraine Hodgson's looking forward to Friday. Yay, Patty signed up to the webinar. Looking forward to it. Brilliant. Hey, Patty, good stuff. Really excited. So yes, please do tweet away as well, and Instagram Von webinar, and please share what you found inspiring and what you thought I said that was anything useful, basically. So wonderful. Right, what's that say? If you need any coordination, Ella, you know, Juliet, I will be in touch. Yes, I do. So I will be in touch. Fantastic. Good stuff, everybody. We'll have a wonderful Drew is Get Your Game On. That's a goal. Yes, Drew. I want you to get your AAA. You're going to do it. I believe. You've got to believe. Bye, everyone. Take care. Have a lovely rest of your day, evening, week. See lots of you guys on Friday at the Holiday Inn Whitechapel for our Wild Wild West Christmas party. And I will see lots of you as well on the 8th for the marketing workshop, online workshop. Can't wait. It's going to be great. So fantastic. And yes, if you're not a member, come and join. Roger, any other last words before we clock off?
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lisa.
Yes, no worries. It was great. Fantastic. Lots of information. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye. See you next week. There's another webinar next week, next Wednesday. See you then. Bye.